So some very interesting news that I found out. Apparently on Hiro Mashima's Twitter, he has announced that he is working on a new manga series. Now, at first, it kind of got me a little bit like, okay, wait, so is he ending Fairy Tail? But apparently, he's trying to pull a Muto Ashirogi from Bakuman, and he's going to try to write 2 series at once. The writer that did Raid Master and then went on to do Fairy Tail is now trying to add another manga, but he's going to be doing it simultaneously alongside Fairy Tail. First thing that comes to mind is like, okay, Fairy Tail, you know, it already has its problems. It has been getting better since some point towards the end of last year. It started to progress a little bit better. But for the most part, it's like, damn, Fairy Tail is just starting to, you know, get back a little bit, improve a little bit. And is this manga going to affect the quality of Fairy Tail? He said, if my stamina can keep up. So it's starting to make me think, I wonder how is he going to be able to do this? Also, it's kind of making me think, like, is he bored of writing Fairy Tail? Because he said, like, you know, Fairy Tail is a long-running series, and I believe he said during the Sunshine arc that this was the halfway mark. That was the halfway point. After the dragon stuff, it was halfway. So he's going to be doing Fairy Tail for another many years to come. So I think that this is his answer to that as far as a creative being. I gotta say that the one thing nobody could take away from him, regardless if you hate Fairy Tail, you don't like it, you think, you know, it's crap, whatever, you can never take away the fact that this man works very hard. First, he did those 3 chapters in 1 week back to back. He did 6 chapters in 2 weeks with beautiful artwork. The artwork didn't slip, and it was set up, decent setup, and you know, overall, they were actually quality chapters. He did 6 of them in 2 weeks. So not only was he able to do that, but also now he's trying to write 2 series at once, which the only thing that comes to mind is like Bakuman, Muto Ashirogi when they were doing that. And it's just like, I gotta respect that. Nobody can take away the fact that this man's work ethic is fucking up there. He's a beast when it comes to the amount of stuff he will do. But I'm curious, like, Fairy Tail, you know, it was already bad enough when it was, you know, in the Grand Magic Games, especially towards the end, it really got bad with how he ended it and whatnot. And I'm curious, like, if this is going to affect Fairy Tail even more so than some of the problems that already plagues it, then why do it? Just either end Fairy Tail or just don't do another series. To put it into perspective, Eiichiro Oda, the writer of One Piece, works 21 hours a day. Do you understand what's that? The man gets 3 hours of sleep and just keeps writing One Piece and keeps working on artwork and all sorts of shit. That man, he sleeps 3 hours a day. Do you understand what that is? And he works on 1 series. I don't understand how Hiro Mashima is going to be able to do it. I hope that it doesn't take down, because Fairy Tail right now is actually progressing. It's actually not that bad. It's not like what people think it is at this point. It's actually started to get better, and it's increasing in quality. But if this is going to affect it, then don't do it. Don't bother, because, you know, I'm going to check it out, of course, because his track record is decent. You know, he did Raid Master. A lot of Fairy Tail parts are good, whether people want to say Fairy Tail is totally shit. There are some good stuff to Fairy Tail, regardless of what haters may say. But I'm curious as to what it's going to be about, because apparently also the concept that he had written out and he had everything set up, ready to go, apparently he saw an anime and it was kind of like very similar to his idea, so he kind of scrapped it and he's starting from scratch. But my guess is the reason why he's doing it is because he loves what he does. And the thing is, like, if he's writing the same story for year after year after year, then he's going to be like, well, you know what? I want to do something different. Maybe he wants to do something darker. Maybe he wants to do something crazy and zany or something. I don't know what's his plans, but I definitely say that I respect the fact that his work ethic is like this. Just don't let it bring down Fairy Tail any more than, you know, especially where it's at right now. It's doing decent. I don't want it to go down to where it was towards the end of the Grand Magic Games, where he was just, like, pulling shit out of his ass. Like, don't do that. At least, if you're going to do it, try your best to keep Fairy Tail where it's at right now with some decent quality. But let me know what you guys think. First of all, do you think that it's a bad move that he's doing this? For me, personally, I think it can be a very bad thing, because first of all, the artwork could also suffer. If he's trying to rush to do the Fairy Tail chapter and then there's other manga, there could be very big problems with the artwork, which is one of the best things about Fairy Tail. The artwork is one of the best, hands down, from most of the shonen that you will read. So if it starts to affect even the artwork, then it'll be problematic. So I definitely say that this could be a very troublesome thing if it comes to pass that he does start working on 2 serialized manga weekly, or I don't know what this other one is going to be, if it's going to be monthly or if it's going to be weekly. But what are your guys' take on it? You think it's going to be a bad thing, good thing? And do you think that this could possibly affect, as far as Fairy Tail, you know, ending sooner than he planned? Maybe he'll fall in love with this series and just be like, you know what, I don't want to do Fairy Tail no more. And maybe this one will blow up and be more successful, and he'll be like, ah, fuck Fairy Tail, I'm done with it. So just your overall thoughts. But again, I think that this could be a very troublesome thing. I'm just hoping that it turns out good and he's able to keep it up. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you hope that he doesn't fucking make Fairy Tail go down even further, because it already has critics, you know, sticking it in the ass every other week. Let's just hope that it doesn't go down any further. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.